I was also thinking of doing a Wikifeet video. Because that's like, I feel like anytime you Google any female celebrity, you wind up on a fucking, with like one of the top results being Wikifeet. And sometimes you'll find like little infighting on the Wikifeet articles. The one I remember specifically was Casey Anthony. There was a big debate over whether or not Casey Anthony belongs on Wikifeet, like if she's like famous enough to be on it or something like that. Casey Anthony of Killing Her Child fame. Now, I don't know, I feel like the armpit guys are below feet guys for sure. Wow, someone said something about a pubic hair fetish? I don't know, like that seems like a kind of like a normal thing that someone might like. Like that almost like feels like it falls more into the preference territory than the fetish territory. Although I guess like if someone was like specifically hyper fixated on pubic hair, I guess that would be considered a fetish. Yeah, I absolutely the piss fetish people are down below the feet people and the vom. Oh my god, get away from me, you fucking squirrel bear. Something in the woods here that we didn't expect. Cunt! Get that sounding shit away from me. I don't want to hear nothing about no sounding. Did I get DM'd by a wizard last week? I did have someone hit me up that was like, oh, I am very spiritually attuned, that I sense that you are too, whether you realize it or not. Squirrels can regenerate lost limbs, although it could take years. Alright. And they're like, something very bad is going to happen on the 31st of this month. And it's like, yo, something very bad happens every fucking day. So if your prediction is right, don't feel so great about it. Oh, that's a big ass squirrel. That's a big dead squirrel. Although squirrels mostly eat nuts, seeds, fruit, they have known to eat insects, bird eggs, and even animal carcasses. Actually, shit, I remember right outside my mother's apartment, she had birds made a nest by her window, and then they hatched, and like the birds are feeding the babies, and then one day this squirrel goes up into the nest and like rips a hole through one of the babies and like kidnaps it. So that is a true fact for sure. A squirrel will absolutely eat a bird if it can. Oh, yeah, speaking of all like the weird fetishes in here, I was thinking of doing like a series that's kind of just like, you know, like weird internet fetishes. Like you have like a vor episode, an inflation episode. Honestly, I think those are the only two I could think of. But even then, it's just to have the two videos. Oh, who's touching me? Why have I been harmed? Show yourself, demon. Although I do potentially have a furry video coming as well. I would like to do a Messy Tales video. I know there's not like a terrible amount to that story, and it may be better left to a Storyfire video or something. Which I might do that. Have I seen the Vomit Gore trilogy? I haven't. You see, if I did a girl video, in 2007, 14 squirrels were arrested in Iran. Citation needed. I would do a series that's individual girl review. There's some of them that are just ridiculous concepts to talk about. Like there's one of them I brought up on like some other people's podcasts and streams a few times. It's such a fascinating one to me. Mai Chan's Daily Life, which is about this maid with regenerative powers, and she's basically like prostituted out in it. But then like she's prostituted out to people who want to like be able to mutilate her, and she's you know, because she doesn't die and she regenerates. If you remember that old 4chan meme, baby fuck, that's from that manga. Essentially, like, there's a part where she gets pregnant, and the president of an unnamed country, that's, like, supposed to be America, clearly, cuts the baby out of her and fucks the fetus and puts it in a blender. And splashes it on the floor in front of her. That was Mai Chan's Daily Life. Oh yeah, and then there's all kinds of like set pieces in there. Like there's they have a pet in that manga that is the pet that's a girl with no arms or legs, and she can't talk. I forgot what her name is. It's been a long time since I read this, but I remember that they had that scene, and they made like they had like a meatball machine thing. And, like, she made, like, titty meatballs to feed the pet dog. I mean, the pet girl. Cake, what's going on, Cake? You just got here in time with your raid for the discussion about titty meatballs in anime. And by titty meatballs, I mean meatballs, titties being shoved into a meat grinder. Well, there's, like the thing that you grind up meat in. I guess it's a meat grinder. Shoved into a meat grinder and made into meatballs to feed to a mute girl with no arms and legs that lives as their dog, basically. Yeah. Actually, I believe someone made a My-Chan's Daily Life movie. Like, really, I remember there being I saw a trailer for it or some shit like that.